Welcome to History Adventuring. This is episode number 423. I'm Brad Hall, and today we're understanding the women who raised the baby boomers. If you've heard the expression boomer relating to an elderly person, it means the generation of babies born right after World War II. From what I've read, you're considered a boomer even if you were born in 1965, but that seems too much of a stretch for me. Even though I'm not quite in the category of people born right after World War II, being born in 1958, over 10 years after the end of the war, my parents were very much the generation that raised baby boomers. My mom was born in 1926, so she would have been only 15 years old when America entered the war, but she was getting close to the right age to begin a family when it ended. She was in high school, and she always told me that she very much wanted to have children, which she did, including me. The women that my mom saw around her during World War II were very much like the poster of Rosie the Riveter, capable, hard-working women, putting in long hours, on tough jobs, and many of them also served in the military. These women were doing the things that their grandmothers only dreamed of. They were voting. They were being treated with respect in the workplace. They were in a league of their own. But things changed quickly after the war. Women stepped aside when their men returned home. They downed tools and put on aprons. They left factories and stayed at home in the kitchen. Well, not all of them, but that was considered the feminine ideal. And that's what my mom did, with pride. My mom was exceptionally intelligent. She was the smartest girl in school, probably the smartest kid overall. She went to college, which she did with ease. My dad may have given me my good looks, but my brains came from my mom. And I recall that this puzzled me as a kid. I once asked her if just being a housewife was enough for her. That was during the era of the 1970s, women's liberation, when women were striving to cast off limitations that had held them back from opportunities, like jobs and education. But my mom defended her lifestyle. I remember what she told me. To her, all that mattered was raising sons. She had 4 of them, no daughters. She once told me that her intelligence and education was dedicated to raising the next generation of men. Every once in a while, she'd bemoan not having a daughter that she could dress up, but mostly she saw her mission in life to be the raising of boys, which she did. My mom and dad were very much the people who saw a clear future with strong and honorable men after World War II. And yes, I mean men, as in males. Females were to play a supporting role, that's all. To my surprise, I see this male-centric worldview continue. People who ask me about my genealogy assume that I only trace the Hall side, that is, the male side. It has genuinely puzzled people, even young people, that I would have an equal interest on the maternal side. When I began my corporate career in the 1980s, I was surrounded by women. I've had several female bosses and lots of female co-workers. I took this female intelligence and initiative for granted, but I know that a lot of people, including the women themselves, didn't. This has been History Adventuring. I'll talk to you later.